Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Good as Gold number 36. I'm OrD, that's O-R-D. You can find me all these beautiful places down below: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Team Liquid, Raptor, blah, 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 blah. This is the grand finals of Good as Gold number 36, and it determines who gets the $20 prize and who only walks away with 11 as the loser/winner, who also gets an invite to the Tournament of Champions on Sunday. Let's hop into the game and say hello to Mr. Lefty.
Yeah, thanks for having me. As we can see, the green Terran at the bottom right-hand corner of Tal'Darim Altar, we have who lost last game to tie the series 1-1. Why bro mad?
And in the lower left-hand corner of our screen, we have the Protoss, who had some very nice force fields in the last game to push us to this ace point match. It is ice cold water in the purple.
Get it? Force fields push. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What happened? I know what I
But
said.
it was a really good game, and these spawn positions should make for a very interesting game also. I mean, we haven't seen the games get late, but if they do, that third will be much harder to take for Ice Cold rather than Why Bro Mad, because they'll actually be expanding towards the Terran. But again, it looks pretty standard coming out of both of them. Nothing like, oh my god, he's 2-Raxing or he's going to 4-gate. Of course, it's too early for us to tell anything with Protoss.
Indeed. Let's talk about other stuff. What's going on in the world of tech? That's right, E3. When does that start? Next Tuesday?
Something like that. Wait, I will have a question for you. I'm actually confused. So the first place gets $20, right?
Yes.
And then the second place gets 11?
Yes.
And then the third place gets 5?
And fourth, yes.
So that's $41, right?
No. Or it may not have been updated on Zeke, because I had to update a bunch of locations. So let me double check. No, what are you talking about? It's $12 per second.
You've been saying 11.
Have I?
Yeah.
No, because it's a $50 prize pool. So 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th get $2. Third and fourth get 5. Second gets 12, and first gets 20. And for some reason, I have first as written down as third. What?
So Bentech's like, I want to play that game now.
No.
I was like, where's this extra $10 and $11 going to?
No, yeah. So that's my fault if I've been saying that wrong the whole time. It is a $50 prize pool overall, and I promise everyone's going to get the proper amounts, and ignore the way that I speak.
Know what I mean, not what I actually say.
Exactly. Ka.
Anyway, we can see why Bromat is again 1-Rax FEing, throwing down the 2 extra racks pretty much on time.
Looks like he's going to go for that same exact tank build a little bit earlier with the expansion. Interesting bunker position, not terrible.
No, yeah, it's actually fine. I would, like, if you really want to be picky, you move it out to the right, like 1 grid space, but it's fine. I really like the marine placement here, and really nice micro out of him. Really nice micro out of him. So they both scattered each other on the first pass, and Ice Cold is also going with a 1-gate FE, though a little bit later because he waited to get his Cyber Core up, that's the safer way to do it. Like, usually you'll see the pros go gateway then right into the Nexus, but it's much safer to get your Cyber out. This way you can start gateway, because everyone knows once you get gateway, you become unstoppable.
Oh, the tech lab going down first this time for Wybro Mad instead of the reactor that we saw in Metalopolis. Hopefully we're going to be seeing some concussive shell research going on. It's extremely useful early game. Not going for the kind of mech-centric play in game number 2. Looked like it took him a little longer than he may have wanted to, and he just didn't have the kind of supply that he was hoping to when the push came.
Yeah, so he went with Stim first, which is, totally reasonable, because Stim is, like, absolutely necessary if you're Terran going bio. I do like this second bunker going down. Definitely learning from last game, being like, hey, I lost to, essentially a 3-gate warp gate pressure, so I should probably get more defense this time.
I agree with that. However, it's so turtling that he hasn't even like scouted his own third. He hasn't been looking for any forward proxy pylons, and right now is a great time to be doing that. However, Ice Cold Water already has a pretty large force as that workgate research was done fairly early.
Yeah, I mean, he got out at 6:30 mark. That's like as soon as you can get it, right? I guess you can really push it to 6 if you chrono boost everything. But and I do actually like Ice Cold having 2 proxy pylons. We actually haven't seen him have very good proxy pylons. I mean, last game he had 1, but the games before that he didn't have like any. So
Yeah, I will say though that this second one's a little bit far away to be giving quick reinforcements. Now we got Ice Cold moving in, and could this be our last engagement of Good as Gold number 36? The SCVs are pulled in time to get some repairs down. The force fields are not as good as they were. The supply depot was lower. That's a nice piece of base micro there. Now the Marines being pulled back, being pulled forward. The sentries, could have picked them off. However, the more zealots are coming in. Hopefully, bring those SCVs back. The force fields go down, and they are just as pretty. In fact, this bunker getting in the way and preventing that bunker from being repaired. However, the DPS is not high enough. Oof.
yeah, so definitely good hold by Ice Cold there. There's always that problem is you hold it the first time, you're like, all right, I'm fine.
And really quick,
And
I just wanted everybody to look at that production tab. Ice Cold Water had nothing in production while that attack was occurring. Meanwhile, Wybro Mad was teching and upgrading and building one bunker just because, he might need it.
because his front of his base is getting attacked. But yeah, it was definitely good hold, because holding the first push. Once you see it coming, you rush those SCVs out, and then and then sometimes you're like, all right, I held it, so I'm going to be fine. And then Ice Cold went for the second push, and that sometimes works actually because you're not ready to get the SCVs back out there in time.
Right.
But definitely good hold by Wybro. Uh, Ice Cold is a little bit behind in supply right now, but I don't.
He was really far behind in supply after that attack, and in fact, a counterattack all-in style, I think, would have just completely obliterated Ice Cold. I'm not saying Wybro had to do that, but it's something that definitely can work when you have the extra SCVs in there to tank the zealots or maybe push the stalkers away from the Marines. He definitely had a big enough army after the double production cycle.
Yeah, well, Wybro's getting out medevacs here, so we should see him pushing out after that. Also, Stim is finished. Combat Shields is about to finish, and he's, just finished +1 attack. So he's definitely in a very nice position here. We see Ice Cold has very limited tech. And he essentially has a robo. He put down a support or a robotics bay.
He chronoed out the first Immortal and then hopped right into an Observer, and I'm not sure I like that decision. He's got to know that he needs to increase his overall army size. But the
Yeah,
Observer, the information, that's also important. And actually, I don't like this either, bringing the Immortal out. Looks like he's planning further aggression soon, but Wybromat has set up an opportunity for him to take his third base, and now he's taking his Marine Marauder Medevac ball, and he's rolling on out. Ooh, Ice Cold doesn't have control of the Zelnaga. Oh, that's a mistake.
yeah, that's a huge mistake.
And
I mean,
Wybromat actually runs
I don't think
away.
Wybro realizes how far ahead he is. And if I'm Ice Cold after seeing that, I would run. Like, there's no way that this Immortal's going to live unless he runs like right now.
Oh, and now he runs, but interestingly enough, Wybro just went all the way back home. It was
Uh,
like, I don't want to deal with that. And I'm confused, but that's okay. He's going to have another production cycle come out, and then hopefully we see him push forward again. Also, hopefully he finds this cheeky placement for this forward pylon pretty soon. However, Wybro is definitely giving Ice Cold the opportunity to get back in the longer he waits. For Medevacs, though, this is a very scary bio army walking across the map.
yeah, so and 1-1 is completely done now. So definitely good. Wybro is taking his third, so he's really doing everything correct here. I would agree with you. I'd like to see him put pressure on sooner, but better late than never. Yeah, he's definitely going to be able to get up this ramp with his entire army, and I don't think one claw size is going to be enough to hold it, especially because extended thermal lance is not even
I also
started.
don't like that the Immortal is in front there. That's a bit of a mistake. Ooh, not the best force fields. They're okay, but the Zealots get just destroyed by the Marines. However, the Colossus is really doing a lot of great work as this stim is kind of ineffective. However, with that many medevacs to heal everything, there's just not enough.
Yeah, it
from
looks like
Ice
that's going
Cold.
to be game. I mean, Ice Cold put on some good pressure. Wybro held it, and now Stim Medevac DPS units are just too strong for just normal gateway units.
And we have Ice Cold saying, no, but I want the money, as he desperately chronos out everything.
Right.
And he's got some more sentries, some more stalkers coming in, but Wybro has essentially healed up all of his units. Stims again at just the right moment to get past that first force field. Has one more Colossus to deal with, and once that's dead, this game is definitely, unequivocally over. What? that
I
was
don't think he meant to do
no.
that.
I think he just wanted to troll a little bit of the
No,
Colossus there.
I think the Colossus was underneath the medevac, and when he clicked attack, he clicked on the medevac instead. So, but it was definitely nice micro about Ice Cold doing his best to hold off. He does have another Colossi coming out, but I don't think it's going to kill 140 supply worth of army.
Hey, you never know. 30 versus 140. All
Yeah.
right, so now Wybro's running, and he's got a whole army back home. That'd be nice to see him grab and bring forward. Not sure why he's running at all. So we're gonna stick around, folks, just to see hopefully some shenaniganery.
Uh,
Shenaniganery.
you'd say chicanery, but so Protoss ground armor level 1 has been finished, so that's the plus.
That's
Yeah,
something. The probes now have armor,
yeah, that's good.
and that's
Extended thermal lens still hasn't been started yet. It actually can't be afforded because he's not mining gas out of any assimilator except this one with one guy.
all right. All right.
So
Oh, gets the observer. A key move from 4 Wybromad, who's
uh,
now just 4 times the supply of his opponent. And this
I,
probe is doing a great job patrolling down at the bottom, definitely.
yeah, he has not broken stride once.
And now we have, oh my goodness, it's just so many Marauders. And the Vikings are looking for a Colossi that they can't find. There it is.
And Ice Cold tried to get the best engagement doing a small choke, but it doesn't matter.
And we get the GG out of ice cold water as Wybromad becomes our 36th/39th winner of Good as Gold. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been OrD, that's O-R-D. With me has been Lefty. Mr. Lefty, any sign-off words from you, sir?
Thanks again for having me, and good luck next week.
Are you writing an article for the upcoming tournament in Anaheim?
I do. I have an article coming out for MLG about MLG sometime, and I'll have info to you on that when I'm done with it.
Outstanding. Thank you very much for everyone that tuned in. Thank you to Gunners for these awesome scopes. They're actually official MLG glasses, so cool, I guess. Also, thanks to Zeke for sponsoring the tournament, to Blizzard for making it, and for making us an official StarCraft tournament. You can find me at all these places down below. If you liked what you've seen, if you don't, please contact me in any of those locations as well, and let me know what you think I can do to improve, or what Mr. Lefty can do to improve. We both are always looking for feedback. Also, lots of congratulations to our winners, Wybromad in particular for winning overall. Let's see, there's one more announcement. Oh, that's right. Right here, we're going to talk about her again. It's PJ Schneider. She's an author. She's my girlfriend, yes. And she is offering up a prize that will be forthcoming in the future, which will be whoever wins the Tournament of Champions. At some point, I haven't determined when exactly this will be, probably the 3rd week of June. I'll keep you updated if you follow me on Twitter. They will get their handle in a book that's going to be printed and available at Barnes & Nobles everywhere, and so you will forever go down in infamy. Alongside of Day9 and a few other key esports members of today, because it's a futuristic version of what would happen if esports took over the world, that kind of thing. So it's really awesome. We're going to have more and more prizes like that. This weekend, this Tournament of Champions, this weekend, we will be offering a half-hour coaching lesson from a Masters level player to the victor, and also potentially, haven't worked this part out yet, but hopefully a discount on future lessons with that particular player. We are trying to contact a lot of Masters levels players and get this same kind of deal going, just to give them more awareness in our community, these people who want to improve, who are playing in this type of Blizzard Matter Lap Pool tournament in order to improve, also can take lessons. And so they're increasing their marketability by offering us a few free lessons as kind of that hook. So if you like that idea, please give me feedback. The Team Liquid thread is the best place for all of that. I need to stop talking because you've probably stopped listening. Mwah! Thank you for being here.